Hello and welcome back to your favourite YouTube detailing channel. This video marks the start of a brand new series. A series consisting of what, you may ask? Well, considering we don't currently have a title for it, it'll consist of the exact same content I've produced already, just under a trendy and identifiable name. Speaking of names, I don't have one yet, so let's see what Google Bard can come up with. Can you give me some suggested titles for a YouTube series about car detailing? Not really the promising start I was hoping for. Oh well, maybe we'll come back to that another time. Anyway, back to the video. In this episode I'm going to be giving my 5 series a quick wash, as it's been a couple thousand miles since I last washed it off camera. So it's not particularly dirty, but what is on the car is taking the shine from the paint, so hopefully we're going to be doing something about that with the selection of products in this video. So while we're just running through the before shots, I'd like to take this time to say if you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and drop a comment below to let me know what you did like or what you didn't like about the video. I'll reply to all comments, well, they're worth replying to at least, but all interactions do help the channel a lot, so thank you. And with this year's wax stock event fast approaching, please let me know in the comments if you're planning on going and what you hope to see there. If you want a feel for the last wax stock event, I've got a short video linked above or in the description below for you to check out later on, after you've watched this video at least. So, as always, we start with the wheels. We do this because they're the dirtiest part of the whole car and we don't want to contaminate our clean car after we've washed it by doing the wheels after it. So, last time I cleaned these wheels, they got a coating of Autoglanz Aqua Seal, which you can tell is barely holding on in our first rinse. In case you're wondering, that's a KDN detailing 40-degree nozzle attached to a Direct Hoses Grey 10. Here you can see, even with the 40-degree nozzle, we're able to remove a fairly decent amount of the brake dust and surface dirt from the wheel. Here's our first product in the form of Autoglanz Primo. So a few content creators have covered this in the past year or so with fairly varied feedback. When I first used this bleeding wheel cleaner, I thought it was fairly decent, but nowhere near as good as the likes of Built Hamber Auto Wheel, but it does the job. Now I bought 5 litres of this back in Black Friday, so I'm trying my best to get through it. It seems decent enough to tackle this kind of dirt on these wheels, but I certainly won't be picking up any more when it runs out, especially not at full price. Something I will recommend, however, is this tyre scrubbing brush, also from the lads over at KDN Detailing. The bristles are much softer than your generic tyre scrubbing brush, so you're not constantly fighting with the bristles, which I find a welcome improvement. And one thing that does annoy me a little bit about this brush is that it doesn't float. I suppose this is a bit of a strange complaint, but when I've got gloves on and it sinks to the bottom of the bucket, I end up with a bastard reservoir in my glove trying to fish it out. Another technique improvement I've picked up is using a microfiber towel on the faces of the tyres to pull more of that dirt out of the pores of the tyre, which the results of you'll see in just a moment. Onto the barrels of the wheels now, and I'm sure most of you will recognise this brush as the large EZ or EZ brush, and it's perfect for these wheels, although the sound of it dragging against the guard on the brake goes straight through me. And in the bucket we've got Autoglanz hoops, which unfortunately isn't something I'll be picking up again as well. If you want to know more about this shampoo and how it stacks up against other wheel shampoos, then I suggest you go and check out my friend GM Details' channel, where he does a rather in-depth video to which I'll put a link in the description below. So, if you're still here and haven't left me for Bossman's video, then we'll give the wheel a quick rinse to reveal some pretty clean barrels. They're not 100% as they do need a refurb, but they look much better than before. Here we'll just give the wheel face and the spokes a dusting with more Primo to tackle it with a microfiber cloth to make sure we get every single side of these spokes, something which I often miss with just a Vicam brush. And then just for good measure, we'll bring our Old Faithful to finish the job. With the final rinse done, we'll give the wheels a liberal spray with more Aqua Seal to help those wheels stay cleaner for longer and hopefully make the next maintenance wash easier. Another 40 minutes closer to sundown, and with all the other wheels cleaned, we could finally move on to the pre-wash. In this instance, taking the form of my all-time favourite Labo Cosmetica Primus, being delivered by a Marilex pump sprayer at roughly 20 to 1. Guys, this stuff is absolutely magic. I implore you to go and pick some up and try some if you've not tried it already. We've had a piece of cake and a cup of tea while this is dwelling, and now it's time for our rinse. Now, it wouldn't be a proper detail-based video if I didn't run out of time, and at this point it was getting on for close to 9:30, and I didn't really want to be using the pressure washer much later because of the noise it made, so I had to finish the rest of the contact wash and the dry off camera and in the dark. You can see me trying to use the microfiber cloth wash method here with some Pyramid car care shampoo, but I eventually switched to a normal wash mitt to finish the rest of the car. And here we are back again the next day, after having driven the car around pretty much all day. So firstly, we're going to try and do something about those exhaust tips. The past few washes I've just used some Autoglanz water spot remover and a microfiber cloth to get them tidied up. It certainly does the job, but they'll definitely need some wire wool and some proper polish at some point. Now I don't know about you, but I think they've come up pretty well. As I didn't have time to add any LSP during my wash, I came back to use Labo Cosmetica Perfecta SiO2 as a proper QD and to get a bit of finish on the car. The QD promised to remove dust that had settled and add extra gloss and slickness to the paint. As it cured, it did seem to be slicker, and I thought it might be good to include some sort of test, but it wasn't very well thought out, so you'll have to just take my word for it. It does claim to also have some sort of anti-dust properties, but I didn't find that to be the case when doing a 50-50 on the bonnet. Here as well, you can see it making light work of the water spotting that came from the infinite water source in the mirror housing. Right, that's it then. I'll leave you with some nice finishing shots, and after this video don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel along with some other videos from GM Details. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.